The police report. Morning light creaked through half-closed blinds, gray and cold. Elena hadn't slept. The note sat on the kitchen counter beside a mug of untouched coffee. She dialed the number on Officer Miller's card. Voicemail. She left a message. It happened again. There's another note. Please call back. By noon, a knock. Detective Ruiz, older, coat still damp from rain, the kind of man who carried exhaustion in his eyes. Ruiz. Ms. Grant, you called about a disturbance? Elena, annoyed. Footsteps, notes, someone's watching me. She handed him both messages in a plastic sleeve. He glanced at them briefly, expression unreadable. Ruiz, thoughtful. We'll file it, but so far it's anonymous communication, no direct threat. Elena, surprised. They told me to stop recording. How would anyone know I was... He lifted a hand, polite but firm. Ruiz, calmly. Ms. Grant, sometimes pranksters target new residents. I'll ask patrol to pass by more often. He said it like a doctor offering a placebo. She wanted to scream, but instead just nodded. When he left, she caught a flicker through the blinds. Ruiz walking toward Crane's driveway. Crane stepped out to meet him. They spoke quietly, heads bent together. Ruiz smiled. Crane shook his hand. Elena's breath quickened. Later that evening, Crane knocked on her door. She hesitated before opening. Crane, friendly. Detective Ruiz mentioned you're having trouble sleeping. I install home security systems on the side. Maybe I could help? Elena, flatly. I already have cameras. Crane, smiling. Good ones? Some brands upload straight to the cloud. Easy to hack. He stepped a little closer. You never really know who's watching. His tone was friendly, but the words landed like a warning. Elena, firmly. I think I'll manage. She shut the door. The lock clicked, twice. Later, she checked her camera feed. Every file from the last 2 nights was gone, deleted. Her laptop chimed. A single new folder appeared on the desktop. Porch_3 AM. She clicked. Static. Then an image resolved. Her own front door. A man's reflection faintly visible in the glass. Mr. Crane. Her hand flew to her mouth. Elena, whisper. Oh God. He was inside the yard. Lightning flashed outside. Across the street, Crane's porch light blinked on, just once, before going dark again. The basement. Light rain drummed softly against the windows. It was 2:17 a.m., and Elena hadn't moved from her chair. The glow from her laptop bathed her in pale light. The deleted footage still opens on the screen. Empty. Corrupted. Taunting. Somewhere beneath the floorboards, a faint click echoed. Then another. Like a switch being flipped on and off. She froze. Elena. Not again. She turned off the desk lamp and listened. Silence. Then, a low mechanical hum coming from the basement. She grabbed her phone and hit record. Elena. If anything happens, it's 2:19 a.m. Someone's in the house. Barefoot, she crept down the hall. The basement door was slightly ajar, just enough for a sliver of light to spill through. That light wasn't supposed to be on. She hadn't been down there in days. She gripped the doorknob. Cold metal. Her reflection, distorted in the brass. Elena. Don't open it. Just call the police. But she didn't. She pushed it open. Wooden steps descended into a wash of yellow light. The hum grew louder, the sound of her dehumidifier, but irregular, sputtering, struggling like it was being tampered with. Halfway down, she noticed something strange. A faint shadow cast against the far wall, swaying slightly. Elena. Hello? Is someone down there? No response. Just that hum. She reached the bottom and flicked the switch. The light above her buzzed, flickered, then steadied. Her eyes swept across the basement. Boxes, tools, paint cans, everything in its place. Except the door at the back, the storage room. It was open. It was open. Elena. No, I locked that. She edged closer, phone trembling in her hand, the camera still rolling. The dehumidifier sputtered again and died, plunging everything into silence. Then, a breath. Behind her. She spun around. Nothing. Her phone screen glitched, flickering static for a split second, then cleared. Crane's voice. You shouldn't have gone down there, Elena. She dropped the phone. The audio continued to play through the speaker, his voice mixed with hers from the earlier recording, overlapping in perfect mimicry. Elena, to herself. How did he get this? She backed away, pulse racing, until she hit the concrete wall. Then she saw it. A small black device plugged into an outlet behind the shelving. A hidden camera with a blinking red light. Elena. Phew, son of a... She ripped it from the wall. The light died. Her phone pinged, a new notification. Live feed disconnected. Someone had been watching her. Live. Heart hammering, she raced upstairs, slammed the basement door, and shoved a chair under the handle. She called Detective Ruiz again, straight to voicemail. Then a text message appeared. Unknown number. You shouldn't touch what isn't yours. The message deleted itself seconds later. Her hands shook uncontrollably. Outside, a car engine started. Low, smooth, expensive. Through the blinds, she saw Crane's silhouette backing out of his driveway. But he wasn't alone. A figure sat in the passenger seat. Elena. Who is that? The car idled for a moment before pulling away into the fog. Elena didn't sleep. By morning, she'd packed a small bag just in case. The notes, the recordings, the hard drive, all zipped into it. She stared at the basement door one last time. The light beneath it flickered once, then went out.